Greetings and welcome to my channel. Well, it's been about 3 or 4 weeks since we last chatted like this, so I thought we were kind of overdue. Well, not really, but I got some things we really need to talk about, and I'm hoping to elicit some feedback, so let's do a state of the channel. So what is the state of the channel? Not really as great as I would like, and I'm being very nice about that too. For the last couple of weeks, I've been having a lot of views issues. Now, that could be because I was cutting it down for a while I was dealing with a problem with my eyes. By the way, that's kind of some days good, some days not so good these days. It has a lot to do with maybe not being able to go outside. I mean, today was a beautiful sunny day with a real feel of 4 degrees, so you'll excuse me if I didn't go outside. And the weather generally hasn't been terrific. We are going for some better weather, so I'm hoping I can get outside for that. So, I mean, it's a better situation than it was. But for a while there, I was doing like 1 video a day, and I don't know if that really did it, or maybe YouTube has decided that, you know what, we're just going to send viewers someplace else, because they want you watching celebrities and stuff like that. Because who knows, maybe I end up starting a cult or something. Anyway, let's just talk about things. All right, so I'm going to start with PC games, and then we're going to do mobile games a little bit later, because frankly, I would really like to steer us in a PC type of world here, but I'm not abandoning mobile stuff, just so you know. All right, the first thing I'd like to say is that, I don't really like saying it, but I'm going to say it. Yeah, Jurassic Park Evolution is kind of dead. I'm sorry about that. Really, I am. At least we got to the last island. And when I saw episode 19's numbers, I realized there was a really big problem. And 20 came out on Friday. I made sure that I put it out on Friday, the best day of the week for videos. And it hasn't gotten to 1,000. So, yeah, I'm sorry. It's just kind of dead. Maybe I did it too long. But I figured, 20 episodes, that's kind of a good number there. In a more shocking one, or I should say a more dramatic one, Planet Zoo is also dead. Had a pretty good start, like 2,600 views. Yeah, the second episode couldn't make it to 1,200. See, when I decide whether or not I'm going to do a series or not, it really depends on how the first episode does. Because you got to figure the second episode is going to do about 60-65%. Since the second episode of this couldn't even reach 50%, it's dead. Because I know that some people said, well, you should do franchise mode. Well, you know what? Even if I did franchise mode at this point, no one's going to click on it. So there's not much I can do about that. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's dead. So I'm going to sit on Planet Coaster for a while and maybe do it in a month or so. I don't want to poison it with the other 2 right now. I'm kind of hoping I can get something out of that. So, yeah, sorry about that, but that's just kind of the way that is. If anyone's got any other suggestions, I took a look at one game today, but it kind of frustrated me. It was Railway Empire. Maybe we could do City Skylines if anybody wants to do that. I haven't looked at that, but I do have it, so maybe we could do that. Anyway, moving on to other kinds of games. I was very enlightened, enthusiastic when Raft did as well as it did, especially early on. And it did drop off a little bit at the end. We're waiting for Chapter 3. If it had been a complete game and there was no waiting for content, I might have ended it earlier because it was dropping off there. But since it is, I'm kind of hoping on Chapter 3 reinvigorating the views when that time comes. When's it going to come? I have no idea. They did put an update out, and they had a picture of the juicer. It's going to be a new station, maybe something for those bananas and strawberries that we got that don't really have any purpose. So that one's kind of waiting. When that happened, I was kind of hoping I could pull some other things in. I mean, I did a poll to see whether or not a couple of games, and you guys said you wanted to see Grounded. I only got 3 episodes out of that before it was doing too bad to continue. And over the weekend, I actually did some Stranded Deep, mostly because I didn't really have a lot else to do. That's kind of a big problem I'm having. Anyway, it kind of started off good. I might have damaged the series by doing it too much, so I'm going to wait a couple of days before doing an episode 5 and then see. We'll have to see about that. I'm hoping we can get something going with that. The one thing is that, in retrospect, I don't have the best map. Let's just say that because of the position of the bosses and such like that. So, I mean, I'm not going to restart, but it makes it kind of tricky. But then again, I don't know if I'm getting any further than another episode, right? I guess it depends on you guys. Anyway, there's other things we could try too in terms of that. There are some things coming up the line. For instance, they did an update for Subnautica Below Zero, and they say that it is now content complete, but it's not going to be released until May 14th. So I'm thinking waiting until May 14th is probably the best idea, because you're talking about like 2.5 months of bug testing, you know? So I'm thinking that might be the best idea. So I'm kind of waiting on that. There's a big update coming for Scrap Mechanic in the future, where they're going to add quests and underground areas and a lot more stuff. So, maybe we'll do some of that. There's a big update coming also for Satisfactory. I kind of did that on the PC channel, but they're coming out with a big update 4. Maybe we'll try something like that. I got a suggestion also today for Myst Survival. I never played that myself. I don't own it. It's only $11. It's hard for me to play anything that I'm not actually doing a series on the channel for, It's the reason I wish some things had caught on, like Pit People and War for the Overworld and things like that, because I really don't have time to play them unless I'm like doing them for the channel and such. I was also thinking maybe Empyrean. I did the last one I did for that was on the PC channel, but since then it's gone live. They've done more updates. They've added a lot. I don't know. If there's any interest in that, I would definitely do that. By the way, you'll notice that I'm intentionally avoiding Minecraft. The reason for that is because of the problems I'm having with views. I really don't want to do that now, because I have a feeling it would make it 5 or 6 episodes and then die, because I just couldn't do it anymore because the views are too low. So I'd really like the channel to be in a better position before doing that. In terms of other things, there's lots of other things we could do. I have a couple of things on the side maybe we could try out. But, the thing about it is I'm trying at the moment to get something going. Some things just don't work for me. Like, for instance, Valheim, you're seeing that at the moment. I put a video out for that on the day after it was released. And that video has less views than the second episode of Stranded Deep, to give you an idea. So, my channel doesn't seem to have a lot of visibility, or my audience just isn't interested in that kind of thing. We'll have to see. Like I said, Araf did very well, which is the reason that even though it didn't do well in polls, I'm just throwing Stranded Deep up. I don't know, maybe The Jungle? I don't know. We'll have to see about that. Anyway, I'm looking for feedback. Anything that could, realistically help, maybe something good. There's a new game out now called Breath Edge. It's like Space Subnautica, some people have said. A lot of people have said it's kind of really buggy. But it is new. Maybe I should try that. I don't know. What's the thought on that? Anyway, I think that's enough for PC games. So why don't we move over to mobile gaming? Okay, so there are a couple of things on the horizon. First of all, Crazy Dino Park will continue. So, for now at least, it is kind of grindy when you're not watching it, because I have a lot of things that I have to do with it. But, the thing about it is it's a decent fighting game. At least it's not an auto fighting game. I looked at about 4 or 5 games yesterday, and some of them were just very frustrating, because this could be a good game if it wasn't auto fighting. I think that's one thing that Idle Heroes did that damaged a lot of mobile gaming, is the auto play stuff. Yeah, very frustrating. Anyway, Cody Games has a game out on scams. Universities. It's not out yet for me though. I got it pre-registered, so when it's available, we'll do a video or 2 on that and see whether or not that's any good. My confidence in them has dropped a little, by the way. There's also a new Summoners War game that's in the mix sometime in the future. Kind of keeping an eye open for that. That might be something interesting. It really depends on what they're doing with that, Anyway, what else we have? I don't really know. I mean, there's not really much else. Every time I look at mobile gaming, it really frustrates me, like Monster Legends. Some people actually still ask me about that. That's really amusing, considering how saturated the game is with greed now. It just shocks me that anybody would still spend money on that, because anything you buy is going to be obsolete in 6 months. I don't even honestly know why I'm still playing the game. And yeah, in terms of mobile gaming, that's about it. Like I said, when I look at everything, it's got terrible stuff going for it. I actually recorded a second episode of Golden Goblins, but it got grindy really fast. Really fast. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm just not going to put it up. It just wouldn't be any purpose in doing it, because I would never do a third episode. Anyway, I think that's about it for now. So basically, I'm just kind of stuck for things to do on the channel, and it's kind of frustrating me a lot. It's the reason you saw a lot of Stranded Deep, is because I didn't have anything else. Matter of fact, I'm doing this video tonight because I don't have anything else to put up for tonight. So have some understanding in regards to that for me. And by the way, I have heard that there are notification problems in regards to my videos. I mean, are you getting notifications if you're registered and you rang the little bell if my videos go up? Because some people are saying they're not seeing that, and that could be one of the issues that I'm having here. So I don't know. I mean, the thing about it is, barring an emergency, I post every day. So if you're not seeing videos from me, go to my channel and look there. You'll see it there if I'm posting it. I also post everything on Twitter too, but I don't read or listen to Twitter. I just post my videos because, yeah, that place is just toxic beyond comprehension. I think that's going to be it for now. So thank you very much for participating in my channel and being here. And remember, play games because games are fun. See ya.